Hey guys, Trader Main here from Breakout. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about my Monday's range strategy and how you can use it to pass your Breakout evaluation or even get paid on your funded account. Now, I'm sure you've seen me talk about this on Twitter before or YouTube. You've probably seen lots of people tweet at me that they're using it to make money. Now I'm going to show you exactly how it works. So Monday's range conceptually is very simple. We box out Monday's high and Monday's low. There's indicators that will do this for you, or you can just mark it out yourself. And the concept is quite simple. If price trades above Monday's high early in the week and then goes back within Monday's range, there's a high odds that the high of the week is in. Usually this will happen on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then you target back towards Monday's low. Conversely, if price takes Monday's low early in the week and then reclaims it, there's high odds that price is going to trade back towards Monday's high now, and you've caught the low of the week on Tuesday or Wednesday. Where it may seem simple, this concept alone gives you a trade setup because it gives you a bias. If we trade above Monday's high and get back within, our bias is short down towards Monday's low. If we trade below Monday's low and then reclaim it, we are expecting back towards Monday's high, we're looking for longs, so you have a bias. It also gives you a trade setup in that the reclaim of the range is your entry and the deviation is your stop. Again, the deviation would be the stop, the reclaim of the range would be the entry. So what does this look like in practice? Well, this week, for example, was a fantastic week to take Monday's range shorts. Most coins ran Monday's high early in the week, got back within Monday's range, and traded all the way down to Monday's low. You could see it worked on Bitcoin, worked on Ethereum, worked on Solana. It worked on literally dozens of coins this week, altcoins, meme coins, all over the place. Now, you're not going to get a trade set up there every single week. And even if you do get a trade setup, of course, it's not guaranteed to work every time, but it is a setup that you can add to your arsenal. And along with additional confluences, if you want, you can get it to be even better with tighter risk reward and a higher win rate. But for simplicity's sake, we're only going to discuss Monday's range by simply taking the trade as soon as it breaks back within the range, targeting the other side of the range. That's it. So let's assume you wanted to take this trade on your Breakout account. What I've done here on Bitcoin, and I've marked off Monday's high and Monday's low. Now, if we were to take this trade on our Breakout evaluation, this is a 100K account and this is a two-step. So on the two-step, remember, our phase 1 profit target is 5,000. Phase 2 is 10,000. Max drawdown is 8%. So we don't want to probably risk more than 1 to 2% on a single given setup. So let's assume that we took this Monday's range short here, traded above Monday's high, traded back within, we enter on the retest, stop above the deviation. Well, would this have made us enough money to potentially pass one of the stages? So I'm going to go ahead and put a limit order in here. Stop loss would be at the deviation high, which is 106,757. The take profit is at Monday's low, which is at 103,616. And the entry would be right here at 105,920. Now, remember, with Breakout, you get 5x leverage on Bitcoin and Ethereum and 2x on the rest of the altcoins. So a 3 Bitcoin position would be a $300,000 notional trade. Now you can see here with the stop loss right there above the Monday's high deviation and the target being Monday's low, assume this hasn't happened yet, right? We're pretending we took this trade on Tuesday. Your risk would have been $2,500, about 2.5%. Maybe that's a little high, but your potential profit would have been $6,900. So with this trade alone, you could have passed phase 1 of your two-step evaluation. If you're on phase 2, you could have gotten about 70% of the way to that phase 2 goal. If this was a one-step, again, on the one step, you have to get 10% to pass. You would have gotten 70% to your goal just from one trade. Now remember, this trade played out on multiple assets. Perhaps the risk reward was better on ETH or better on SOL, and it could have made you even more money. Maybe you don't want to risk this much. Maybe you say 2.5% is too much. Okay, well, we could cut the position size to 1.5 lots with the same protection orders and the same take profit here. Now we're risking 1% and still making over $3,000 on that single trade. Now, this isn't going to pass your evaluation in one trade, not at least with this risk size, but it's going to get you part of the way there. Remember, this happened on multiple assets. Some assets might have had a better risk reward, and this is a trade that you can look for every single week. So this is a pretty straightforward mechanical strategy that you can implement today to pass your evaluation and get funded with Breakout. I'll see you guys in the next one.